Hello everybody and good day. I hope everybody is doing wonderfully. I haven't been back to do a video in just a while. It's last month, though, was the last time I did one, but that was not that long ago. And the last video I covered was on CBD oil scams. And today I'm going to continue with that because I've discovered another, let's just call it negative leaning CBD oil provider out there. I'll go through some of the details with you so that you can see it. But I wanted to make sure that you understand first that Google and all the other big advertising, digital advertising platforms do not allow for CBD to be used in their ad campaigns. What I mean is, let's say as a marketer, which I am, and I decided to promote CBD, I am not allowed by Google, Bing, and some of the others to place an ad on their platforms that is for CBD or other products that follow the questionable area of the supplement or drug industry. Since CBD is derived from the hemp plant, and hemp plant is related to the marijuana plants, it is considered questionable, so Google and everybody else washes their hands of it and they stay away from it. They don't let people place ads on their platforms. When you do and they find out, they'll knock out your ad. But a lot of companies will jump out, place an ad on Google or one of the other platforms for as long as they possibly can by creating a website and throwing a lot of information on that website, creating an ad, linking it into what they call, or the old name was Google AdWords, it's now Google Marketing Platform. But they'll put their information out there and their ad will be running. And I'll show you one of those today. When the ad runs, it will stay out there until Google realizes what's going on and shut it down. Sometimes Google does tend to turn a blind eye to some of those ads, and they'll go for a good while. Someone like me, if I put one out there, it would probably be knocked down the same day, but some people get away with murder. Nonetheless, when they do put out products that are for CBD, they are a no-no, and when the companies do it, it creates an unfair competitive environment, and that's why I'm pointing this one out. Since they're doing a no-no, they're doing something that they shouldn't be doing, I am pointing it out to everybody. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch screens here, and I'm going to switch to a ad that I've had that came to me in an email. I was looking for Black Friday items, and I want to share it with you, and I'll cover some of the details of this ad. Let me pick this out. Okay, so switching over, I get to see here an ad that had come to me, or a link that had come to me, and I wanted to read information on it. And up in this corner there's an ad, but I'm going to get rid of my inlay here so that you don't see me, as lovely as I may be today. Okay, you get to see the full ad now, and right here, other than these cameras, you see 100% pure hemp oil. 100% pure hemp oil. It's not 100% pure CBD, it's pure hemp oil. Are you suffering from? Try Brighton. And you click on that, and this is the screen that comes up. And then at the top of the screen it reads Health Post, International Politics, Advertorial, Lifestyle, Entertainment. And I would imagine that if you go through this, you'll see a lot of what I would call ad fodder. But this information that's presented here is the same, or almost exactly the same, as a Star CBD ad or similar. You may have seen these before in either my video last month or in other videos, or perhaps just searching around the web yourself. Information is useful. They're not really telling fibs in this. You do see a product package here. It says certified organic, certified by whom. It does not read USDA certification, which is required in the United States. It does not say USDA certified organic. They're just saying certified. So that immediately tells you right there that this likely is not really USDA certified organic. They're just saying it's organic, and they're also saying 100% natural. Maybe that's what it means. Natural equals organic to them. Well, that's not always true. Monsanto puts out a lot of natural products, but they cannot be considered organic. How does CBD work? All these other fun things. I've pointed these out before. This right here has a little questionnaire, which I think is really interesting, because that is the same link as any of these that would take you to the product page, and I'll show you that in just a moment. But the important thing is to look through these. You can get some useful information. They're not really telling stories about CBD that's incorrect. It has been known to relieve depression. It has been known to fight cancer and other things. So they're not really far off base. I'm not beating them up for that. I'm beating them up for how they do their marketing, which is profoundly unfair. But down at the bottom here, there's another link right here, claim free bottles today. I pointed out that link up above that said fill out this questionnaire. This button actually does the same thing. That's why I'm pointing it out to you. Before we go further, I will point this out. It's difficult to read, but this is 300 milligram CBD oil, pure CBD, 100% natural, peppermint flavor is this one. Money back guarantee, certified organic, again by whom, and claim free bottles today. Let me go ahead and do this, show you what's going on. When I click on that, it wants to go through these steps. This is your questionnaire. So I'm going to go ahead and just randomly choose some items in here. And no matter what you put in here, it doesn't matter. Age, symptoms, it does not matter what you place in here. They're still going to take you to the same screen. So I'll just put joint pain in this one. Next step, checking stock, analyzing, and finding discounts. Yes. The discounts will always be the same. What they want is they want to grab your information. On all those prior questionnaire entries, they want to know if you're sickly, if you're old, if you're young, if you're male, if you're female, so that they can market to you better. That's not a bad approach. I'm not saying they're slimy for doing that. Most marketers will do that, but just be aware that's what it is all about. As you scroll through this should look almost identical to the last website that I had shown everybody, or websites, plural. And the panel, Rush My Order is frequently shown along with Sanjay Gupta talking about how wonderful the CBD and the hemp extract is. More information here. They keep reusing this. Has nothing to do with Brighton Pure CBD. If you look at this ad probably in a month, it'll be some other company name, and it will be the same character, Jim V, Los Angeles, even if he doesn't exist. I don't know if he does. It could be just a stock photo with this nice little testimonial. Pure isolate CBD. That tells you a lot more about the product. It's an isolate. It is not broad spectrum. I know that Hemp Oil Rockstar does sell the Nature's Love CBD, 500 milligrams for its broad spectrum, and the 500 milligram bottle is, I believe, $40, and the 1500 milligram bottle is $95 without any sale prices added in. So I just want to use that as a baseline. $40 for the 500 and 1500 milligrams is $95. As you look through this, rush my order. It's a good idea to look at terms and conditions and the customer care and privacy policy links just to see what kind of situation they're going to be throwing you into as you make a purchase. I'm going to click on Rush My Order. It goes to the top of the screen and you have to fill this out. I can put random information in here because it will probably mess with them, and we'll have some fun with that. I just put random stuff in there, and I cannot type today, so that doesn't really matter. And it thinks I'm in Carrollton, Texas. That works for me. I'm going to put a phone number in here. I will put my business number in here because it will send me a text. They're pretty smart. I use this a similar system. It's very similar to this, and where people type in a phone number, it will capture that phone number and send a text message acknowledging the order or acknowledging the transaction and saying thank you and such. What you'll often do is see, when you type in your phone number, you'll see an email coming back to you or text message to your phone. Not a big deal. What they're doing isn't a scammy thing to do, but the way they're presenting it through the Google Marketplace is very much a negative method. So let me put something in here. I'll just put something random. Can't type today. I don't know who that is. I hope I'm not going to be sending them an email. I'm going to say rush my order. Processing. They're not really processing. That little screen change was something clever. It's kind of like the screen changes I use when I do a video. It's just a screen change. It has nothing to do with any processing. But looking at these orders, it says buy 3 months supply, you get 2 free. So this is 5 months of 300 milligram formula for $150. $150 for 5 bottles. That makes it $50 a bottle. Is that a good deal? Well, I know that Nature's Love certified, USDA certified organic is $40 a bottle, and it's 500 milligrams a bottle. That's not quite a good deal, especially when you're considering only 300 milligrams of isolate. Got a little bit better deal. You got 3 bottles for the price of $99.90. Divide that by 3, that gives you $33. That's a pretty good deal. For the most part, it's 300 milligrams. So if you're going to do this and jump into bed with these guys, this is the way to go right here. But I wouldn't recommend it just because they will change their formulation. They'll change something, and you may be on the hook. I would suggest you do your due diligence, your homework. Investigate as much as you can all over the place. You may find something that's really useful for you that will help out. Right here, you see that you have the 1 month supply. I can check mark that one for $50. Okay, $49.95 to be more accurate. If I am paying $49.95, I really would like a high quality product. I'm not sure that this is a high quality product, and frankly, I'm really not a big fan of this company from the start, so I wouldn't recommend it even at the $50 mark. So if you have an opportunity to look through this website, if you see Brighton, you'll see that they're trying to capture your information. They're trying to sell to you their particular flavor of CBD. Would I know them to be as a company that actually produces multiple labels, Brighton, Star, plus a bunch of others, which I have in my last video presentation to you. You can do your research. Their marketing methods are a little suspect, and you may be scammed into a trial basis type offer. Be careful with those. You really want to be able to divorce somebody anytime you need to, especially a company like this. If you decide that they're not for you, you want to be able to leave easily without them penalizing you. That won't happen with this company. So do be careful if you start working with them. All right, that pretty much covers it for today. I wanted to make sure that I quickly went through this for everybody. I do want to let you know that the Black Friday specials are coming to the Hemp Oil Rockstar website and the Carolina Hemp Hut physical location in the streets at South Point Mall in Durham, North Carolina. If you happen to be in the area, stop by and say hello and get your Black Friday specials sometime on that Friday. But be looking also on Cyber Monday for even more incredible specials for some items. I'm not sure what they're going to be, but they will be there. If you do have any questions, please feel free to bounce out to our Facebook page and send us a message. I'm sure somebody on the team, especially Mary Lopez Carter, will respond to you. And you can also find us on YouTube. Just do the channel search for Hemp Oil Rockstar, and you'll get a lot of good information. I do hope to see you again soon, and thank you for joining me today. If you do have any questions, like I said, bounce us also at Mary at Hemp Oil Rockstar. She's the one who answers all those fun questions. Thanks, guys.